Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm here to give you my update for my whole collection project pan. So this is a project pan where I randomize 7 different items from my collection and give some kind of goal to how to work with the randomized items. I have chosen to only work on 7. I know that many people work with 10, but I feel like 7 is a good number, so I'm not making myself overwhelmed by working with like too many blushes or powders or stuff like that. So, before we jump into my update, if you're new here, hello, my name is Helena, and on this channel I like to use the makeup that I already own. So I do a lot of project panning. I also do love to test new makeup, so if you like project panning content, if you like watching new try-ons and so on, please consider subscribing, give this video a thumbs up if you enjoy, say hi in the comments, you know, do all the things that we want you to, that the YouTubers want you to do. But yeah, let's jump into this update. Alright, so I have 7 products in front of me. Let's start with the products that are, I'm rolling a lot of things out also, which is so exciting. Let's start with the products that has been in the longest, and one of those is my Huda Beauty powder. This one, oh, so I set the goal to use this 50 times, and I think I only had like 4 or 5 uses left last time, but I decided to still keep it in the project and not roll it out preemptively. So now I have used this 50 times. I did forget to weigh this, but I have some lines here so you can see. I was actually able to make a small new line there. So now I'm basically halfway through this product. I love this powder. It's really worth the hype that it has gotten. It looks stunning on the skin. So I am pleased to be rolling this one out. Another product that I had a 50 usage goal on is my liquid lipstick. My liquid lipstick. Sounds gross. Yeah, this is from Mellow Cosmetics. The writing has completely almost rubbed off. It's in the shade Budapest, and it's a really nice everyday liquid lipstick. I've used it quite a lot for work. I think it wears off well, so it doesn't feel like I look weird halfway through my class. So I don't need to worry about my lips, you know, that I need to reapply lipstick throughout my workday. So yeah, I've used this now also 50 times, and it is rolling out. I can't really mark it or anything, but I am starting to see windowing, which means that maybe this will be something good to pan next year. We shall see. Alright, so the rest of the things I enrolled last time. So first of all, I enrolled my, let's talk about my Anastasia Iced Out highlighter. So this is not a favorite highlighter of mine. I haven't decluttered it because I mean it's still nice. You can build it up, but it is a bit drier of a formula. So this is what this is looking like, and yeah, I mean it's okay. I set the goal to use this 15 times because I had I got a lot of highlighters in project pans, so I will put a picture on what it looked like last time, and this is what we are looking like today. So I have been, I don't know if you will be able to see, I have been working on the like fishbone pattern, and it is a lot smoother. It's just around the edges where I think the pattern is still quite visible, but yeah, I've been using it 15 times, so I am going to roll this out. Good to have some uses on this for this year, so it's not just collecting dust in my collection. I also enrolled another highlighting palette, but this is a highlighting palette, and this was brand new. I've used it like once, from Yassy Lashes, which is like an anime-based makeup brand. So I got this as like compensation, I think, for my order being so late, because this wasn't something that I had ordered myself. Don't know what it's called, and I can't find it online because I don't know what's happening with the brand. But the palette, as I said, it was basically untouched, and now I set the goal to use it 15 times, which I have in any capacity, and this is what it's looking like. So it's clearly used, which I feel is very exciting. I come to really appreciate having this like rose quartz shade as a blush topper, and this palette is actually very beautiful. I don't know, I feel many times that brands have too much glitter in their highlighters, but these highlighters are creamy and just very pretty. Yeah, so I was very pleased to actually be using this. I've used it 15 times. It now looks like it has a place in my, like it's been used in my collection. I can put it away, and probably will play with this more during summer, because the shades I am a bit too light for these shades, but I could make it work. But yeah, really enjoyed that one. Then I enrolled my boring product, my Anastasia Beverly Hills eye primer last time, and this is like, I have only 2 eye primers left. I just worked on one, finished my Morphe eye primer in a different product pan. So I said that I want to finish this one. I don't know if this is a small one, but I was so shocked when I got it because I ordered it online, and I felt like the size was so small, but
that's what she said.
It's still taking a long time. So I forgot to weigh this last time, but it weighs 7 grams now, and I still, like, there's still product in it, but it's a lot of air, so I think that I don't have that much left actually in this tube. So maybe I will be able to finish this before the year is ended. We shall see. But that one will remain in the product. Then I enrolled 2 eyeshadow palettes, and both were close to, like next to each other on my spreadsheet. So the first one is my Kaleidos Flower Punk palette. Super happy to enroll it. It hadn't gotten that much use from me, but I love this palette. And when I enroll eyeshadows in my projects, apart from my Pandos eyeshadows project, I want to set the goal to have no pan left behind, but also to hit pan on one of the shades, because I like to challenge myself that way, if it's not a palette. But I still haven't gotten a palette with very like hard, difficult shades to pan. So I said that I want to hit one pan in my Flower Punk palette, and yeah, this is what the palette is looking like now. So still no pan. I decided, I don't know if you will see on if it's washing it out, so you can clearly see which shade I decided to go for pan, which is this like peach soju. And I decided that because it's very good to use in the crease with the eyeshadow. I'm actually wearing it today, and this darker red is from my Pandos eyeshadows. Project pan, I will link it down below. So it works well to have in the crease, and it's also super powdery, so it like kicks up a lot of product when I dip my brush in. So I felt like maybe pan is not too far off, and yeah, I'm gonna keep using it. So from this palette, my favorite shade is actually the one called Sun Gazer. Like, this is such a showstopper, and I always get comments when I use this shade because it's just so beautiful. But I didn't want to hit pan on that one, you know, I want to savor it. It's also very glitter bukkake so it needs a bit of work when I use it, but yeah. So I have Peach Soju to keep on working on. I have used all of the shades, so no pan left behind. Goal is matte, but let's see how long it takes to hit pan on that one. And then finally I have my Kaleidos Club Nebula. This is in the palette that they released with Angelica Nyqvist. She's a Swedish YouTuber. So she created this stunning palette. This is one of my favorite palettes, I would say. And I set the same goal as I did with the Flower Prank palette. No pan left behind and to hit pan. And yeah, this is what the palette is looking like. And I see if you can see that. I hit pan today. There's the tiniest bit of pan in the shade Nebula, but it's pan nonetheless. I decided to work on Nebula because again, it worked well with my matte red shade that I have in my Pandos eyeshadows. It is what I'm wearing on the majority of my lid today. And yeah, I'm super happy I was able to hit pan. I don't tally. I don't know if you're interested in me tallying these products when I say that I want to hit pan. I mean, I could, but I've been a bit too lazy to do that for these products. I only tally when I set like usage goal and so on. So this one will be rolling out, and that means that we are going to randomize 5 new products. The only things remaining will be the Flower Prank palette and my eye primer. So let me grab my phone, add my numbers, and let's randomize some new shit. Okay, my only rule is that I don't want to work on more than 2 of the same category, so I can only enroll 1 eyeshadow palette. Everything else is fair game. Well, 1 more eye primer, but I don't think that will happen. With my eyeshadows, I have currently 425. I think it's pretty up to date. Let's start and see. 369. That will be an eyeshadow, so I will remove eyeshadows from the equation. Alright, so now we have 257 as the highest number. 163, 189, 123, and 44. Alright, I have my things, and actually I didn't have to re-roll anything, which is exciting. So the first number was 369, and that corresponds to my V Cosmetics palette. This is the Lovers, and this is what this palette looks like. So I wouldn't say it's seasonal appropriate. It's very bright, but I'm actually happy to enroll this because I haven't played with this that much this year, if at all. So I am going to go with my standard eyeshadow goal when I enroll eyeshadows in this project. No pan left behind, and to hit pan in one of the shades, and it will probably be one of the shimmer shades on the top row here. I think that will be most likely, but we shall see what I feel like when I touch the eyeshadows. But probably like an easy goal would be to use this gold shade, for example, and try and hit pan on that one, because that's a weird spot to swatch. That's more appropriate when it's like darker and winter-ish. But yeah, happy to play with this one. It's fun. I really enjoy V Cosmetics as a brand, and I I'm eager to see what they will release next. Alright, then the number 163 is my eye pencil from 50/50 Makeup. This is like a duochrome eye pencil, and it's not... Has this dried up? It's very... Yeah, this is like not good. I might have to re-roll and just declutter this, because it's just like I get something but it's just breaking off. Okay, that's too bad. I'm gonna re-roll for that product. Let me just do that really quickly. See what we get instead. 165. Perfect. 165 is actually an eyeliner from Beauty Bay that I have already had like close by. So this is their like pastel, from their pastel eyeliner collection, and this is the shade Aurora, which is a light purple, as you can see there. So this one will work out well. I think I'm going to add the goal of using this 15 times. I think will be good. Next up we enrolled the shade, the number 189, and that one is a product that I have been contemplating decluttering. It's my Milano Amore Matte Lip Cream. And this is like a matte but metallic lipstick, and I am not sure I am into this. So I'm just gonna put a very easy goal. I want to use this 5 times and see if I can make up my mind if I want to keep this in my collection or if I'm going to declutter it. This is the shade. It doesn't last that well on the lips and it kind of wears off weirdly. So I'm gonna set the goal to use it 5 times, make up my mind, see if I want to declutter it by the end of the year. Then number 123 is a bit boring. It's my LH Cosmetics Infinity palette. I had intentions of keeping the series like Panda palette and have this in, but then I kind of scrapped that idea because I started to franken a lot of things in this palette, and yeah, it just fell through. So this palette looks a bit weird if you have seen what the original palette should look like. This is what mine looks like. So we have like 2 things that are almost like done, and then I have frankened like bronzers. This blush is a bit frankened as well, so I just set the goal to use this. I don't know, it's boring, but I want to use this 15 times. I am panning bronzers and shit in other projects. I don't want to... I eventually want to use this, but I think it's boring for you to like look at me using a lot of franken things. So 15 times is good. If I use it more, that's fine, but you know, for this project's sake. And then finally, number 44 is my primer from Wet n Wild. This is their primer serum. This is what it looks like. It's just a very clear, runny serum primer thingy. Wow, so good at explaining. So I set the goal. I like this serum. I set the goal to use this 20 times. I will be marking it also to see if we can have some like progress going on. If I for some reason finish 20 uses before I film my next thing, I might just keep on going, because I love to pan primers, and I will try and mix this with the primer that I'm panning in my Volume 10 project pan. Okay, but that is it. Those were the products. So we have, to finish this one, hit pan in the Flower Punk palette, hit pan in one of the shades in my V Cosmetics palette, and then usage goal on the rest. And I think that next time I will film, I might film a bit either in the beginning of December or just a bit in, depending on how well I've done, because next time will be my finale, and then I will have December off to kind of play around with makeup, and then I will start this project anew when the new year hits us. So hopefully I will be able to reach most of the goals in here. Depending on how I'm looking like with the pan in the eyeshadows, I might upload this a bit later than normal, but we shall see. We shall see. Yeah, say hi in the comments and let me know how your if you have something that you really want to finish before the end of the year. And yeah, I hope to see you in my next video. Bye guys!